wasting some time here with a update video for 5.9. World of Warships update came out the other day. I had a couple days to mess around with it, so this is probably going to go up later tonight. But let's talk about a few things. There will be gameplay if you're just interested in that. I have a Iowa clip, a Atlanta clip, and a Tirpitz clip on the end of this video. Y'all can go check that out with see a bit of combat and what I think about the slight improvements we've had to several ships. But first we're going to talk about the chicanery shenanigans that Wargaming has done with the captain skills. They got rid of the situational awareness, and everybody got basics of survivability, if that's what you had on there. So you just got switched to basics of survivability. Obviously this happened to my Baltimore captain. That's cool. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Not offensive. Not a bad skill to have on American cruiser. Secondary armament would have been okay too. But that's what you actually, secondary armament is the only one that's decent for actual destroyers now, so it's kind of irritating. They did give you the 100 gold for logging in for the next week. I think that ends on the 4th, if I recall correctly, of August, 4th of August. I don't know what they did with, I would assume they did the same thing for the other servers. This is what they did on the NA server. I actually put a link to Nico Power's post about that if you actually want to check it. But yeah, so a special reset. One gold per assigned captain skill. So I have, like, obviously I'm saving up for concealment expert, so those weren't assigned, so I don't have to pay for them. That's nice. Not so great when you have like 41 ships. You may have too many captains. You're probably going to blow through that gold, and it's going to cost you a bit. At least they did reduce it, kind of like my Japanese destroyer captain. I actually went ahead and got that skill, so I don't have to reset this dude unless I wanted to get rid of the torpedo acceleration. But man, for people with upwards of 80, 90 ships, man, that's not going to be near enough to fix all your destroyer captains. Still haven't done that, fixed all my destroyer captains, that is. And another thing they did was, this is the irritating part. Wargaming said that they didn't reset all the captain skills so they don't annoy people. But now they made it to where the ammunitions and consumables, whatever you had selected, obviously I have premium on this, it's premium ship, I just slap it on there because of reasons. And now you have to enable all these. It's so irritating for the flags, everything disabled, all the flags, all the camo, switch that to that. It's there's not a lot of things that annoy me, but like little pestery things they do. A captain skill reset would have been better than every ship you play. You have to go click a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of irritating. Anyways, good news though, they did remodel the American battleships, and they do seem bouncier now as far as their armor modeling. So more durability. I think any buff to American battleships, I'm happy with. I'll take whatever I can get with those. North Carolina also same thing. No gameplay from that. I played a game in it. I actually didn't suffer any damage at all. The only thing I lost was a few of my secondaries back there. That doesn't take any points from your hit pool. The Atlanta now, this is pretty big news to me. The Atlanta is still not worth buying full price, but if you get 30% off and you kind of want to get something, it's not offensive, especially since it has surveillance radar. Really good thing to have. I really like it. Goes out to 8.5 kilometers, 25 seconds. I'm a fan of that. If you can convince one of your friends to go take a destroyer, now you can have a very, very viable smoke tactic with the Atlanta. Your destroyer buddy will smoke up, and you'll sit in the smoke and pop your radar, and you can just fun and shenanigans will commence. Anyways, so let's get on to some gameplay. Probably going to actually go right into the Atlanta gameplay. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Alright, and here we are in the Atlanta on, I don't remember the name of this map because competence is not required. And I am here with Seth and Death Volley, and we are going to try that ye old Atlanta in the Smoke with radar. Atlanta in the Smoke was already pretty good. Give radar now. More better-ister greatness. So this is pretty good. They did change the Warship also. I didn't include any gameplay from the Warship because honestly I didn't have any good games in it, and I don't think that it really changed all that much. But I really do think the Atlanta has been buffed up to, I would say it's good enough to buy if it's on sale. I'd probably wait for like a 20 or 30% off sale to go for the Warship or the Atlanta. I think they're worth it. And using that sonar and this for Kiev, if I had feelings, I may feel bad for this guy, but no, we just feel happiness. I guess happiness is feeling too, but man, it is nice to run this guy out of his smoke. It's just so mean. Tier 7, there's only in Indianapolis and this Atlanta that had that ability for radar, and he just, man. I just get to sit there and do what I want. Cutting forward to me going after this Colorado just because I enjoyed it thoroughly. Killed another weak cruiser, I think. And this Colorado, man, poor guy. What's he thinking? But yeah, played a few games in the Warship. I didn't notice a whole terrible, big difference with as far as survivability. I mean, it's not a bad ship certainly. Just doesn't seem to really increase its survivability. My opinions, obviously. Your mileage may vary. Somebody who has a lot more Warship games than me maybe would be better qualified to let y'all know about that. Maybe somebody would be cool enough to do that in the description. Anyways, and the Atlanta, with all the buffs to the actual armaments, you don't lose a whole lot of your turrets like you used to, which is really nice. It's not just silly, like destroyers can't take your guns out anymore, it seems like. And there are matches, which is, I know as odd as it sounds, the Atlanta doesn't lose any guns at all. It's amazing. I enjoy it. Charging down this Colorado just to be annoying. He doesn't shoot at me for once, and that's just a mistake. I don't know why. Although, if you do notice, the amount of HE shells that the actual target you don't get any damage from. You can see by the second marker there. Just trying to open up on this dude, trying to piss him off, keep him busy. You get a lot of hits to no damage. A lot of these shells aren't doing anything. They're the head's just breaking off on them for no damage. Which is not cool, bro. It's not cool. And he shoots at us again. I slammed on the brakes, and yeah, that was swing and a miss. Always fun to do. And this guy, man, just not a good day. Enemy Cleveland on the other side there gives me a little taparoo right there. Still didn't lose any turrets, which is really nice. I appreciate it. Definitely a fan of not losing turrets. And yeah, you shouldn't have got this close. Decisions, this Cleveland did not make good ones. And he is dead too. Now we're going to move on to some Iowa gameplay. So they did remodel, so you can, nice bouncers right there. Even when you're not very well angled and you're doing something silly like coming to a full stop and backing up towards 5 enemy ships, trying to save your division guy that's stuck at J2 or J3 right there, trying to back up, trying to save him. It does happen. Yeah, it really does seem like it did help the survivability. Swing and a miss there by the enemy. I guess they didn't realize I was going to back this thing up, which is just one of the dumber things I've done. I'm okay with it. Even less intelligent is showing a broadside to 3 Iowas. Not a great strategy unless you want to get destroyed, but you know, hey, that gentleman goes that route. We actually do lose this match. I'm not even going to play all of it just because it was an atrocious match, but to show that it really seems like these ships are tougher, bouncier, I've only played the North Carolina and the Iowa, though, just to be honest. Full disclosure there. But, man, they lots of bounces, which was nice. And those were bounces, too. And that wasn't a good angle. You know what I mean? That wasn't an overpin or anything. That was just, those were bounces. So it was just really nice. Excuse me while I get some ice. Yeah, this guy. Somebody's saying hello. Somebody recognized me. I do think he actually does get some damage on this volley, but man, you know, I'm at 11,000. I'm at a bad angle and too close, but did get some decent bounces there. And his secondaries are going to start hitting me, but I don't know. I think it really did help the survivability of these. Going to go ahead and move on to those are just HE rounds, didn't really not what we care about. Gonna move on to a nice gratuitous kill. Excuse me for adding a gratuitous kill. This guy, he just dive bombed me, so I was displeased with him. Eyeballing him, and he was complaining about his team. His team wasn't good, but man, I really do like the dispersion on these Iowa guns now. Doesn't happen all the time. Look at that! Look at that dispersion. It's just beautiful. It's like a double rainbow, man. Having a nice dispersion like that. And a kill. And the other ship that they did change the armor modeling on, supposedly, I haven't noticed it at all, honestly, is the Tirpitz. I kind of did add this for a few reasons. It's a fun clip of a Tirpitz fight. And there's a Dunkirk in it. It does seem like the Dunkirk, when I was shooting at it, I was able to get fairly good penetrations when it was bow on, and I am doing something that's really not a good idea. I'm headed towards 4 enemy battleships by myself. This is kind of just a let's have some fun moment. And this guy, he does do some damage to me when he gets close, but man, I was doing fairly consistent good damage to him. Besides that round, that was just a bad shot on my part. I'm sorry. And trying to use this island to get in close and go all Tirpitz on these dudes. I mean, you do get good bounces from when you're bow on in the Tirpitz. A surprising amount of bounces. I don't know if a lot of people do that or not, but if you need to charge down a battleship, just point your nose at the thing and just go kill it. It's amazing. Trying to change my angle, increase it a little bit here. And those were just 3 good solid penetrations into that guy. He does get a bit of damage into me there, but man, I feel like I don't know if it is better than it was, but it feels at least as trolly as it's always been. Oh, these silly battleships right here. So awesome. Nothing like a good charge with the Tirpitz. That Dunkirk is this new French tier 6 battleship. He does get a pretty good hit on me right there. And I still do like those national flavor voiceovers. Dunkirk, I'm probably going to buy it just because it looks interesting. It's different. It has all the main guns are forward. 8 turrets. No, there's 8 guns in 2 turrets is what I meant to say. And I'm just trying to go crazy with moving me yield speed and direction around. Really, I should have just ignored this guy, honestly, and stopped turning towards him because he is a silly fellow. And he just ran into all those torpedoes. It was amazing. And that enemy battleship that's really, really close right there at Arizona. He's going to make me pay for being broadside. That was a really nice hit from him. But nothing like getting some torpedoes off. It's always fun. They did wreck my one super firing turret there, but yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Got some yield knowledge from this, and I am gonna go play some Total War Warhammer. Beastmen came out. I'm gonna go play it, and the secondaries on the Tirpitz are no joke at all. I do go down there, get decent amount of hits off. I was really hoping I killed this, could kill this New Mexico also, but you know, we're gonna have to settle for some torpedoes at that Arizona. It's kind of weird. We did lose this match, so it's not great, but man, I have a terrible win rate in the Tirpitz, and I say that it's 50%. I consider that bad. Man, I always almost have fun with it. 200,000 damage. Not going to complain about that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Come back and see me on the next one.